Imagine a world where emperors ruled with absolute power, legions marched across continents, and a single city's influence shaped the course of history. Welcome to the story of the Roman Empire, a saga of ambition, betrayal, and innovation that changed the world forever. Did you know that much of modern society, our laws, architecture, and even languages, draws from Rome's legacy? But how did a small city-state rise to dominate the ancient world? What secrets of power and downfall are hidden in its history? Stay with us, as we uncover the fascinating journey of an empire that refused to fade into the shadows of time. The story of Rome begins with myth and legend. In 753 BCE, twin brothers Romulus and Remus were said to have founded the city, nurtured by a she-wolf. But how much of this is fact, and how much is fiction? Archaeological discoveries reveal that early settlements on the Palatine Hill align closely with the timeline of this legend. Imagine the humble beginnings of a small community that would eventually give birth to a civilization spanning 3 continents. As Rome transitioned from monarchy to republic, its system of checks and balances became a revolutionary model of governance. Yet, the republic's early days were far from peaceful. Internal strife and external threats constantly tested its resilience. Did you know that Rome's survival often depended on its adaptability, borrowing ideas and innovations from the cultures it encountered? From the Etruscans, it learned engineering; from the Greeks, philosophy and art. This blend of adaptability and ambition laid the groundwork for Rome's expansion. But success often brings its own set of challenges. As Rome grew, so did the complexity of managing its territories. Could the Republic maintain its ideals in the face of such rapid growth? Coming up, we delve into Rome's epic clashes with its greatest rival, conflicts that would define its path to supremacy. In the 3rd century BCE, Rome faced its greatest challenge yet: the Punic Wars against the powerful city-state of Carthage. These wars, fought over nearly a century, were battles of survival and dominance. The Second War, in particular, introduced a figure who would haunt Roman nightmares: Hannibal. Did you know Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with war elephants, a feat so audacious it remains legendary to this day? Picture the Roman Republic, reeling from defeats, rallying its forces to counter this formidable general. Rome's ability to innovate was tested as it built an entirely new navy to confront Carthage on the seas. The eventual victory not only secured Rome's dominance in the Mediterranean but also marked the beginning of its transformation into an empire. But what was the cost? The destruction of Carthage symbolized Rome's ruthless determination, but it also sowed the seeds of internal strife. How could Rome maintain its republican ideals while managing such vast power? Next, we explore how Rome's growing empire gave rise to its most iconic leaders in a golden age of culture and conquest. Stay tuned. The Punic Wars may have expanded Rome's territory, but it was the rise of the Caesars that defined its golden age. In 27 BCE, Augustus declared himself the first emperor, ending the Republic and ushering in the Pax Romana, a 200-year period of relative peace and prosperity. During this time, Rome became a beacon of culture, innovation, and power. Did you know that many of Rome's architectural marvels, like the Colosseum and the Pantheon, were built during this era? Roman engineers pioneered techniques like concrete construction, enabling their structures to endure for millennia. But the grandeur of Rome wasn't just in its buildings. The empire's roads, aqueducts, and governance systems connected millions of people across vast territories. Yet, even in this age of glory, dark shadows loomed. Emperors like Nero and Caligula tarnished the legacy of the Caesars with their excesses and cruelty. How did Rome's golden age manage to survive such turbulent leadership? In the next chapter, we'll uncover the cracks that began to form beneath Rome's mighty facade, leading to its dramatic decline. Coming up next. The fall of Rome is one of history's greatest mysteries. How could an empire so powerful collapse? Scholars point to a perfect storm of factors: invasions by barbarian tribes, internal corruption, economic troubles, and overexpansion. Imagine the horror in 410 CE when Alaric and his Visigoths breached the walls of Rome, sacking the Eternal City for the first time in 800 years. Did you know that even as the Western Roman Empire crumbled, its eastern counterpart, Byzantium, continued to thrive for another 1,000 years? The fall of Rome wasn't the end of its legacy. Its ideas and institutions lived on, shaping the medieval world and beyond. But what lessons can we learn from its decline? Stay tuned as we explore Rome's enduring influence and how its legacy continues to shape our world. Rome may have fallen, but its legacy is eternal. From the languages we speak to the legal systems that govern us, the influence of Rome is everywhere. Latin, the language of the Romans, is the root of many modern languages, while Roman law laid the foundation for contemporary legal systems. Did you know that even the design of modern stadiums owes a debt to Roman engineering? The Renaissance, a period of rebirth in art and science, was inspired by Rome's cultural achievements. Today, the echoes of Rome can be seen in cities like Paris, London, and Washington, D.C., where architecture reflects its grandeur. As we uncover more about Rome's lasting impact, we realize that its story is far from over. How does this ancient civilization continue to influence our lives in ways we might not even realize? The Roman Empire's story is one of triumph, resilience, and enduring influence. But history is vast, and there are countless civilizations waiting to share their stories. Join us next time on the Great Chronicles YouTube channel as we continue our journey through the echoes of the past. What secrets will we uncover in the next chapter?